Well, the number of people getting vaccinated every day continues to rise. Yesterday, there were over 250,000 vaccinations. It's really an incredible number and gets closer to that target of 300,000 vaccinations a day. Some sites, it seems, not quite able to keep up with demand. Terence Magoro is the Chief Director for District Health Services in the Metro of Ekurhuleni in Gauteng. Terence, good afternoon to you. Do appreciate the time. Have you been able to keep up with demand? Are you seeing a lot of people coming to your centres?
Yeah, well, thank you very much, Stephen, for having us. As you've mentioned, the vaccination drive has ramped up across the country, not only in Ekurhuleni, but in Gauteng specifically. We're seeing a lot of people that are registering themselves to be vaccinated onto the EVDS system. And they are not only doing that, but they are also turning up in our facilities in large numbers. But so far, Stephen, we are coping and we are able to meet the demand that is created by the people that we are seeing across many facilities that we have that are vaccinating our people in the province.
Are people coming without appointments? They're just arriving and saying, look, please register me. I really want that jab in my arm right now.
Well, it's a bit of both, Stephen. You will remember that the policy that we have here in Gauteng province is that you do not necessarily need to be someone who has an appointment, meaning that that SMS that says you should go to X facility. But as long as you are registered, you are more than welcome to queue up and join people and be vaccinated in our facilities. We're seeing people that are coming with appointments. We're also seeing those that are just turning up because they've registered, and each of them are in turn, getting an opportunity of being vaccinated in all our facilities. Stephen?
So if you arrive with an appointment, do you get priority? I presume also maybe if you're over 60 or 65, you get priority as well, and you make the youngsters like me wait a little bit.
Yeah, well, what happens is that in all our vaccine sites, we have got queue marshals. And what the queue marshals do are not only looking for people that have got appointments, but they will look at people that are queuing and determine if an elderly person can then be advanced, and be put a lot more ahead of the queue so that they can be assisted a lot more quicker. You will remember, Stephen, that the registration has allowed even the younger members of the population to be part of the vaccination process. So over and above, just looking at whether someone has got an appointment, we also go beyond and look for those that may benefit, by being vaccinated a lot more, quicker, compared to those that can stay in the queues, a bit longer. But we do look and prioritize those that have got appointments. Stephen?
There are obviously a lot of questions about should you still get a vaccination if you're feeling a bit ill, it's very cold, we're all a bit sniffy and snuffly at the moment. What should you do if you're not feeling 100%? Should you still go and get the vaccination?
Yeah, well, Stephen and viewers, while, the illnesses that people may be presenting with will not necessarily directly impair or hamper, one's immunity. But we should state that recovering from any sort of an illness, whether it's a mild illness, whether it's a moderate illness, or whether it's severe, it's very, very important before one can be vaccinated. Because when you are infected with a pathogen, it shows that if you do pick up an illness, it shows that your body it's already mounting, an immune response. So our experts and infectious diseases professionals do suggest that in case of moderate, severe, or even mild illness, it may be a viral infection or even a gastrointestinal tract infection. We do urge and encourage people that are queuing up for vaccination to wait a little bit. So it means we are encouraging them to reschedule the vaccination until a time in which they are feeling a lot more better. So our advice is that when people are not well, they should not be vaccinated. The first question that is asked by our vaccinators, Stephen and viewers, many of those of us who are already vaccinated know this, is that we ask whether we inquire whether the person who is being vaccinated is sick on the day of the vaccination. So it is therefore very, very important that people answer all vaccine screening questions correctly in order for an informed decision to be made regarding whether one can be vaccinated or not on that day. Stephen?
How do you manage all of the doses? So what I'm saying is if, for example, you're in Ekurhuleni, you've got a little bit of a shortage, but somewhere in Joburg has enough, do you move doses around? Is someone monitoring all of that? Do you have a computer system, or nowadays, I suppose, just an app on a phone?
Yeah, we have got a system that looks at the stock that is available, not only in Ekurhuleni, but throughout all the districts. So at any given point in time, we know the number of doses that are available. And Stephen, we have not had a situation where, we had to be moving, vaccines around from one district to the other, because at the moment, we have got enough that has been allocated in the district. We have got district pharmacists that are looking after the stock, that check, how much buffer stock do we still have, and that exercise is done on a daily basis.
So you're able to move stock around, you've got people coming. It must be quite encouraging to see so many people so keen to get a vaccine, which we know will protect them for life.
Absolutely. It's really, really heartwarming, Stephen. We are absolutely, absolutely delighted. It is incredible, seeing the number of people who are coming through to vaccine sites. But not only that, these are people who are there in a jovial mood. They are there to also, uplift the spirit of our health workers. And of course, we're giving all the credit to our health workers. They've been in the front line throughout. And I must report, Stephen, that things are really going well. And we are seeing that people are also helping each other, to transition and get through to our facilities. So what we have done as Ekurhuleni and as a province as well is that the manner in which we are approaching, the vaccination program in the district is done in such a way that we even expand access. We do this in several ways because we also have got a few sites, up to 3, which we can count, which are unique in approach, and they offer vaccination when one is in their own vehicle. There is a site that we have in a church, Grace Bible Church in Soweto, in Pimville, where you can be vaccinated when you are in your own vehicle. We also have got 2 sites in Ekurhuleni. One is in the Kempton Park Center, Kempton Park area, which is called the CFC SA Church. It's the Christian Family Church in Kempton Park, where you can be vaccinated in your own vehicle. And we also have got a similar offering in Davidton Main Clinic. So it's really, really exciting, Stephen. But our main goal and interest is to get as many people, to be vaccinated in the shortest time available. Stephen?
Terence Magoro, I thought nothing about the pandemic was going to excite me, but I think the vaccine rollout does excite me. Thank you very much indeed. Do appreciate it. Terence Magoro is the Chief Director for District Health Services in Ekurhuleni.